I think it's a great, the concentration crown, and giving people a space or a tool at work to say, I don't want to be distracted. I actually put things in my calendar and mark them as, focus time. So when somebody looks to, can I book him now? Can I not book him now? Okay, this is actually focus time when work is intending to be done.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to turn the whole thing on its head. Is distraction ever good? Because I
No.
think in certain cases, like
Nope.
innovation or
Nope.
no,
I'm going to
just a
interrupt
general
you.
flat no.
Never good. Never good. Why? What's the definition of distraction? The definition of a distraction. So let's really go back to basics here. If you look at the source of the word distraction, what's the origin of the word? The origin of the word distraction comes from the Latin trahare, which means to pull. And you'll notice that distraction ends in 6 letters, A-C-T-I-O-N. That spells action. And the opposite of distraction is not focus. The opposite of distraction is traction. Traction and distraction. Traction, by definition, is any action, comes from the same Latin root, trahare, which means to pull. It's any action that pulls you towards what you said you were going to do, things that you do with intent. The opposite of traction is distraction, any action that pulls you away from what you plan to do. Okay, so distraction is never a good thing. Getting pulled away from something you plan to do with your time, with intent, with forethought, is never good. What is good, and I think it's what you're referring to, is not distraction, which is always bad. It's diversion. A diversion is a refocusing of attention, and that's great, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So if we're going to divert our attention into a great book, oh, wonderful. It can be a great time. A movie diverts us from reality so we can enjoy the story. It's great to divert your attention from one thing or another. Wonderful. But do it on your schedule. Don't do it when you have an internal trigger that pulls you away because, oh, this is hard, this is boring, I'm lonely, I'm stressed, I'm fearful, I'm uncertain. If you get pulled away because of an emotion, the internal trigger becomes your master rather than saying, hey, I'm going to plan time to divert my attention. So just as you said, a big part of the book, the second step of becoming indistractable is to make time for traction. So I don't really care what you do with your time. You want to read a book, you want to play a video game, you want to scroll social media, awesome, do it. But do it on your schedule. Put it on your calendar. Don't do it just because of a whim or because it's somebody else wants you to do it, like a tech company or your boss or your kids. Do it according to your value and your schedule.